Welcome to Mystic Library X, the hidden realm where buried ancient libraries and millennia-old knowledge unravel mysteries beyond human comprehension. Are you ready to decode questions science has never dared to answer? From mystical parchment scrolls beneath the Giza Desert to echoes of memories from the Red Planet, every frame of footage will catapult you through time, revealing unthinkable truths hidden within our enigmatic universe. Hit subscribe now to unlock every secret. Join Mystic Library X as we shatter the boundaries of past, present, and future, where no limits remain unbroken. Before your eyes stands the Great Pyramid of Giza, a monument that makes the modern world bow in awe. 4,500 years ago, while Europe was still shrouded in caves, the Egyptians erected a wonder towering 146 meters high, equivalent to a 40-story building constructed from 2.3 million stone blocks, weighing more than 200 blue whales combined. Without iron wheels, cranes, or modern technology. How did they move 15-ton stones across 800 kilometers of desert? And why does a mysterious chamber, radiating energy 1,000 times stronger than normal, lie hidden 70 meters underground? Treasure hunters, scientists, even wanderers. All vanished without a trace while trying to unravel this mystery. Do you dare join us on this blood-soaked journey, where the truth is more horrifying than the curse itself? The Great Pyramid of Giza was built around 2560 BCE during the reign of Pharaoh Khufu, of the 4th dynasty. The structure is a near-perfect geometric marvel, its base edges differ by less than 5 centimeters, and its north-south alignment has a margin of error of just 0.05 degrees. Each limestone block, averaging 2.5 tons, was polished so smoothly that not even a knife blade could fit into the gaps. But the greatest challenge lay in transporting materials. Limestone was quarried from Tura, 13 kilometers away, while 8,000 tons of pink granite came from Aswan, a staggering 800 kilometers distant. The hypothesis about an ancient Nile River route gained traction in 2022 when researchers from Aix-Marseille University discovered the Khufu branch, a now-dried waterway that once flowed near the pyramid's base. By analyzing ancient pollen and sediment, they identified this as an aquatic highway for stone transport. Egyptian sailors capitalized on annual floods, July, November, when water levels rose 8 meters, to move the stones. A 4,500-year-old papyrus document by Mirror, the construction overseer, details, each boat carried 30 stone blocks, using coconut fiber ropes soaked in water to enhance durability. Upon arrival at the site, stones were loaded onto wooden sledges greased with pig fat to minimize friction. How did the Egyptians move stones 300 times heavier than your car? Without engines? The secret lies in something seemingly useless, desert sand. But they turned it into a highway using an unimaginable trick. Scientists once thought this was magic. Until they discovered, simply moistening the sand reduces pulling force by 50%. The Egyptians created a water bridge, a binding membrane between sand particles, transforming the desert into a surface as hard as concrete. But how did they gather enough water in this arid land? The secret lies in a hidden canal system, recently uncovered by NASA through satellite imagery. You won't believe your eyes in the next scene. In 2022, geologists discovered the Khufu branch, a long-lost waterway connecting the quarry directly to the pyramid. On a 4,500-year-old papyrus, engineer Mirror wrote, "We used seawater-soaked ropes to bind stones, they're 3 times stronger than regular ropes." But why was seawater the key? This secret allowed Egyptian ropes to survive millennia, and is now being pursued by the US military to develop ultra-durable materials. Do you want to know the formula? To lift stones to 146 meters high, the Egyptians built an inclined ramp labyrinth smarter than any theory. 2018 excavations at Hatnub revealed evidence, a 2-kilometer-long ramp made of gypsum and cedar wood. Angled at 20 degrees, perfect for 100 people to pull stones simultaneously. But the real secret lies in 10-ton volcanic rock counterweights. Why did they use volcanic rock? What gravitational secret does this stone hold that modern science has yet to decipher? The answer lies in a mural hidden for 4,000 years. The greatest mystery isn't how they stacked the stones, but the glue that has lasted 4,500 years without cracking. 2023 analysis reveals, the Egyptians mixed limestone with volcanic ash and mineral-rich Nile water to create calcium silicate, a material twice as strong as concrete. But how did they know about volcanic ash when the nearest deposit was 1,000 kilometers away? Did a secret continental trade network exist 5,000 years ago? The evidence lies in an unopened tomb beneath the Sphinx. The pyramid isn't just aligned north with 0.05-degree precision, it's a perfect replica of the Orion constellation. Priests used copper water pipes as hydrostatic levels, measuring sunlight through rock crevices to align the structure. But how did they calculate the ultra-precise 51 degrees 50 minutes angle? Without computers? Were they inspired by aliens? Shocking evidence lies in a crystal skull found in a hidden crypt. This is only the tip of the iceberg. The most earth-shattering secret awaits in a hidden chamber recently discovered via muon cosmic rays. Where ancient inscriptions warn, whoever awakens the pharaoh, the curse shall rise. Do you dare continue? Turn on notifications so you don't miss the final part, as we bravely open the forbidden door and confront the terrifying truth about the pyramids. They didn't build the pyramids with human strength, but with intelligence transcending space and time. And these secrets, perhaps they were never meant for mortal eyes. On a summer day in 1990, the roar of an excavator in the Giza desert completely rewrote history. What seemed like a mere construction site for a tourist parking lot instead revealed a gateway to the lost city of pyramid builders, where over 20,000 people lived, worked, and died to fulfill the pharaoh's eternal dream. Just 500 meters from the pyramid, the 10-hectare city of the builders unveiled a complex society. Four-room houses built from mud bricks, with cool limestone floors, still bare workers' scribbles on the walls, images of sailboats catching the wind on the Nile River, scenes of golden wheat fields. In the corner of a room, rotting wooden beds evoke fitful sleep after 12-hour workdays. This was not a city of slaves, but a miniature capital of skilled artisans. 10 giant kilns, each weighing 2 tons, still carry the scent of burnt bread. Analysis of carbonized wheat grains revealed that 30,000 loaves were baked here daily, enough to feed an army. And they didn't just eat to survive. 600 tombs scattered around the city lie like an open book. The simplest graves, built from mud bricks with wooden plank lids, housed basic laborers. Inside, their skeletons were curled in a fetal position, hands still clutching rusted copper chisels. At the tomb's base, ceramic jugs held ancient beer, an essential drink to combat the desert's 50 degrees Celsius heat. Meanwhile, gleaming white limestone tombs, taller and wider, belonged to overseers and engineers. Hieroglyphs on the facade proudly declared, resting place of Nebu, supervisor of great works. Inside, a cedarwood coffin imported from Lebanon still carried traces of incense. Most strikingly, archaeologists found a copper seal engraved with Pharaoh Khufu's name, proof that this was a high-ranking official who directly commanded the construction site. In 2015, DNA analysis of 150 skeletons sent shockwaves. 50% of the remains were women, their tibias deformed into sword-like shapes from hours spent pounding limestone. 30% were children aged 8 to 12, their arm bones abnormally developed from pulling stone-laden ropes. Most astonishingly, 5% of the bones originated from the Levant region, proof of the first immigrant population in Egypt's history. On a 40-year-old male skeleton, a 15 cm long femur fracture had healed perfectly, evidence of antiseptic honey-soaked wooden splint techniques. Even a foot amputation case was discovered, a sophisticated medical procedure reserved for nobility. Clearly, these laborers were not anonymous slaves, they were cherished as silent heroes. In a massive garbage pit near the residential area, tons of dried cattle, goat, and Nile fish bones were found. Each worker received 10 kilograms of wheat daily, enough to feed a family of 5, along with 4 liters of barley beer. This was not a slave's diet, but an Olympic athlete's ration in ancient times. Remarkably, buried jars containing cannabis and opium suggest they were even provided pain relief after grueling labor. On a fragmented papyrus, hieroglyphs describe, full moon festival, workers rested for 3 days, feasting on grilled beef and wine from the western vineyards. Clearly, this was no brutal labor camp, but a united community where sweat and laughter intertwined in the shadow of the pyramids. When a worker died, their body wasn't discarded like waste. Corpses were partially mummified with natron for 7 days, a simplified version of royal embalming. Inside acacia wood coffins, a miniature Book of the Dead was placed, prayers to guide the soul through trials to the afterlife. On altars, limestone Shabti statues bore inscriptions, "If Osiris summons me to labor, let this statue chisel stone in my stead." In the scorching desert heat, withered lotus garlands remain intact on tombs, final farewells from comrades. They departed not as slaves, but as eternal artisans, their names etched into the dust of time. The workers' city and tombs don't just rewrite history, they shatter the stereotype of a brutal ancient Egypt. Behind the pyramid's cold stone lies a warm human story, where intellect, patience, and reverence for life crystallized into an eternal wonder. The secret that drove 20,000 people to work frantically for 20 years wasn't in whips or promises of paradise, but in these rotten pottery jars. Would you believe, their diet would make modern Olympic athletes envious? Bone analysis of workers reveals, each consumed 4,000 to 5,000 calories/day, double that of Navy SEAL Special Forces soldiers. But how did they produce such massive food quantities in the desert? The secret lies in an extinct super rice, an agricultural technology that astonishes modern agronomists. You'll witness it in the next scene. The 2013 discovery at Giza revealed, 30,000 loaves of bread were baked daily here, enough to cover 4 football fields. But this bread is unlike anything you've ever eaten, made from kamut wheat, an ancient grain with twice the protein of modern wheat, mixed with limestone powder to boost calcium. Why would they put stone in bread? Is this a super strength formula or a method of mass poisoning? The truth will leave you stunned. In a tennis court-sized garbage pit, scientists uncovered 1.2 million animal bone fragments, equivalent to 5,000 cattle per year. But shockingly, DNA analysis revealed, 70% of these bones belong to African buffalo, a fierce, 1-ton species. How did Egyptians hunt thousands of these buffalo annually? Evidence of a secret weapon, recently discovered in a tomb, holds the answer. Every worker received 4 liters of beer daily, not to get drunk, but as a health tonic. This ancient beer, naturally fermented from barley, contains probiotics and vitamin B12, boosting endurance threefold. But the real secret lies in yeast extracted from the pyramids. Why is pyramid yeast special? NASA scientists are hunting for it to prepare for the Mars mission. Do you want to know why? Analysis of teeth from 150 skeletons reveals, 80% of workers regularly chewed cannabis leaves and opium poppy seeds. Not for recreation, this was ancient pain relief, enabling them to work 12-hour days non-stop. But strange substances in certain pottery jars have scientists baffled. Inside this shattered jar lies a mixture of goat blood, honey, and an enigmatic black powder. Could this be the doping that empowered them to move 15-ton stones? But behind the lavish feasts lies a chilling reality. 60% of workers died before age 30 from cirrhosis caused by drinking toxin-contaminated beer. Tooth analysis revealed mercury levels 100 times higher than normal, possibly from decorative ceramic paint. Was this an accident? Or systematic poisoning? Turn on notifications to not miss the final part, as we reveal the darkest truth behind the deaths of the pyramid builders. They ate like kings, to die like slaves. The lavish feasts were merely a mask. Behind the sweet honeyed layer lies the horrific truth of a labor production line, fueled by human lives. Science has spent 200 years decoding the pyramids. Yet these three mysteries still make experts break out in a cold sweat. Dare you uncover the truth? Or will you flee in fear? In 2017, muon cosmic ray scanning technology detected a massive void inside the Great Pyramid, larger than the Louvre's Great Hall. Physicists measured electromagnetic energy 1,000 times stronger surrounding it. But why did the Egyptians build this chamber? Was it an ancient nuclear reactor? A gateway to a parallel world? New evidence has just been found in a blood-stained papyrus scroll. The mortar binding the pyramids contains calcium silicate, a material only invented in 1908. Yet 2023 analysis revealed titanium alloy and nanodiamonds, 21st century technology. How did the Egyptians possess nanodiamonds 5,000 years ago? Could this be evidence of extraterrestrial technology? Or proof of an advanced civilization erased from history? The three Giza pyramids align perfectly with the three stars of Orion's belt, as precise as a modern 3D map. But astronomers discovered, this alignment only matches the year 10,450 BCE, a time believed to have no existing civilization. Who mapped these stars 12,000 years ago? Could the pyramids be a warning message from aliens about an impending global catastrophe? 22 archaeologists who opened pyramid tombs died mysteriously: strokes, cancer, suicides. All within 5 years. DNA analysis detected poisonous fungi and natural radiation in the tomb chambers. But how did the pharaohs know to create biological traps 4,500 years ago? Is this a real curse? Or an ancient bioweapon waiting to be activated? The horrifying footage from security cameras in the newly opened tomb chamber will make you scream. In June 2023, ground-penetrating radar detected a solid quartz chamber buried 150 meters beneath the pyramid. Inside lay hundreds of metal rods arranged in a quantum circle, identical to the design of modern particle accelerators. Did the ancient Egyptians time travel? Or is this a communication station with another civilization? Everything hinges on the newly discovered black box. But no one dares to open it. We've gone too far. They're coming. If this video suddenly disappears, remember these coordinates: 29 degrees 58 minutes 45 seconds north, 31 degrees 8 minutes 3 seconds east. Seek the truth before it's buried forever. Thank you for joining Mystic Library X on this journey through the unknown. But this is only the beginning. Countless hidden libraries and ancient truths still lie buried, waiting to be uncovered. Will you be the one to unravel what history has kept in shadow? Subscribe now and ring the notification bell to ensure you never miss a revelation. Explore more groundbreaking videos below and share your thoughts in the comments. What mysteries do you think lurk in the uncharted corners of our past? This isn't just a channel, it's a gateway to the forbidden chapters of human knowledge. Don't stop here, dive deeper into the playlist below, where every click uncovers a new dimension of reality. We'll see you in the next adventure, when we dare to question everything we think we know. Until then, keep questioning, keep exploring, and let the truth guide you. Mystic Library X out.